She wanted to slay, to be like them. But she didn't expect the disaster that would become her nightmare. There once was a young lady called Vanessa Montgomery. Don't let the name deceive you, this girl wasn't born abroad but in Lagos. But once she started posting fine pictures on Instagram with filter, she started answering to Vanessa Montgomery instead of her given name, Ngozi. Vanessa had only one dream in life, to be a certified slay queen. You know the type, eyelashes like mosquito net, nails long enough to type only one letter per minute, and pictures that make you wonder if she has ever paid a bill in her life. From morning till night, Vanessa would be scrolling, checking how other slay queens posed beside cars that clearly belonged to somebody's boyfriend. She'd see them eating at fancy restaurants in Lekki and say to herself,
"One day, I too will eat small chops on a white plate, not these 50 naira puff wrapped in nylon."
So, she went to her friend Deborah Brown, another aspiring queen, who told her,
"Babe, if you want to enter the Slay Queen Association, you must attend the initiation."
Vanessa blinked like a faulty streetlight.
Initiation? You mean party?
Deborah just hissed.
See this, JJC? You think it's by posting picture that you'll join us? You must know the rules of Slay Queenhood.
That's where the problem started. Because Vanessa thought it would just be makeup tutorials, fancy dresses, and snapping pictures with coconut water by the beach. She never knew that slay queens had responsibilities. One day, Deborah invited Vanessa to their slay queen headquarters, aka her mansion. After an expensive-looking lunch that would make any real hungry person cry, they sat her down and told her the first rule.
Thou shalt never repeat clothes.
Vanessa chuckled, thinking it was a joke. But the senior slay queens looked at her with the same seriousness a traffic warden gives you when you try to beg with 50 naira. They continued.
Thou shalt never post food that is not Instagram-worthy.
Vanessa raised her hand like a student.
But what if I'm eating rice and stew?
One of them almost fainted.
Did you just say rice and stew? My dear, in this association, we don't eat that. We eat spaghetti that we can't pronounce. Vanessa, if you want to rise, if you want to truly be a slay queen, you must know the third rule.
Vanessa's eyes were wide like she just saw her electricity meter spinning backwards. Deborah continued.
Thou shalt never say no to an uncle.
Vanessa's mouth opened. Then closed. Then opened again.
What? What do you mean, never say no? Like Uncle Tony that sells airtime? Or my dad's friend from church?
Deborah sighed, the way your mother sighs when you ask why for the 100th time.
No, babe, not any uncle. I mean, the rich, flashy, Legos Lucky-style uncles, the ones that drive cars that can't fit more than 3 people and own more houses than our whole street combined. You must charm them. Take selfies with them. Maybe spend the night, if necessary.
Vanessa almost fell off her chair.
Spend the night?
Yes, sleeping with uncles is a rite of passage. Without it, you are just a girl with lashes. You are not a queen. You will remain broke, posting spaghetti on your feed while others live in high-rise apartments. Do you want that?
Vanessa's brain was doing gymnastics.
But I thought slay queens just wore nice dresses and posed with cocktails?
Deborah shook her head like a disappointed lecturer.
Babe, this is Lagos. Slay queenhood is survival of the fittest. If your uncle doesn't like you, tomorrow your picture goes into the shadows. No likes, no followers, no sponsorship. And then you will cry in your rice.
Vanessa swallowed hard and looked at her phone.
But I'm only 19.
19 or 90, babe. Age is a number. Money is power. Instagram is throne. Do you get me?
Vanessa's mind was racing. She had come to slay. But she didn't know slay came with sleeping with uncles. Her dreams of designer heels and luxury brunches suddenly looked expensive. Deborah's was smiled too wide to be entirely innocent. She explained to Vanessa that she had done it, and she radiated triumph. Just last week, Uncle Benson had handed her 250k naira for a single photo with his Range Rover. The numbers made Vanessa's chest tighten. 250k naira was more than her semester fees, more than she had saved for a laptop. Suddenly, the world of Slay Queen uncles didn't seem impossible. It seemed tempting. But triumph came with conditions. Vanessa didn't even have time to ask Deborah how to begin her training before Deborah's grin turned sharp. Almost predatory. She spoke of a first test, a powerful uncle who would arrive tomorrow. The hours and location were precise: 7 p.m., Lekki Phase 1. He was rich, influential, single, and waiting. Vanessa's mind raced, scanning the room for an escape route. There was none. She understood in that moment that being a slay queen was never about eyelashes, selfies, or carefully staged spaghetti plates. It was about uncles. And surviving them. Vanessa couldn't sleep. She spent the whole morning staring at her phone, refreshing Instagram, checking every slay queen tutorial, and praying small prayers that God should protect her from evil uncles. By 6:30 p.m., she was in her best outfit, something that screamed "I have money and I know it" without looking like she robbed a boutique. Then he arrived. Uncle Draco, as they called him, rolled up in a black SUV that made even the traffic policeman salute. He looked every bit the Lagos single rich Uncle Vanessa had imagined. Except for one thing. His wedding ring shone like a spotlight in the dark. Vanessa froze.
You're married?
Uncle Draco chuckled, like her question was cute.
Married? Ah, my dear. Details. What matters is, tonight.
He handed her a small drink in a bottle. It smelled sweet, like sugarcane and danger. Vanessa hesitated.
Drink. It will make you feel more comfortable.
Vanessa's hand shook. But curiosity and ambition got the better of her. She took a tiny sip, and immediately, her vision blurred, the world wobbled like a motorbike with a flat tire. Vanessa muttered, gripping her stomach. She tried to speak, but her words slurred. And then Uncle Draco, oh, he was smiling now, a smile that could melt butter. Or your soul, took her by the hand.
Come, my dear. I want to show you the real Lagos experience.
Vanessa stumbled after him to enter his car. Suddenly they were nowhere near civilization. The bright lights of Lekki faded, replaced by the dense shadows of a forest. Trees towered like guards, and the wind whispered like it had secrets it couldn't tell. Vanessa's phone had no signal. Deborah's texts were useless. Her eyelashes were useless. Even her Instagram following couldn't save her now.
Uncle, where are we going?
She managed to ask, her voice trembling.
To the place where power never sleeps, where ambition is tested, where slay queens are made.
Vanessa's heart beat faster than her favorite rap music. Something inside her screamed, this is not just about Instagram likes anymore. This is life and death. Then Uncle Draco parked the car, dragged her out and reached into his pocket. He pulled out a small charm and muttered words Vanessa couldn't understand. The air grew colder. Leaves rustled like whispers. She wanted to scream, but her throat was dry. Vanessa's legs were weak. The shadows that appeared in the forest moved closer, whispering, hissing, and something inside her told her this wasn't just some rich uncle play acting. No, this was voodoo. Her mind went blank. Until a memory flickered from her childhood. She remembered sitting in Sunday school, holding her little Bible, singing worship, and being told,
"When danger comes, call upon the name of Jesus. He is your shield and your refuge."
Vanessa's lips trembled, but she whispered it anyway.
Jesus, help me, Jesus.
At first, nothing happened. The shadows seemed to laugh at her, closing in. She felt hands, cold, skeletal, grab at her arms. Her vision blurred. She thought this was it. This is how she'd die. in the forest, held by an uncle ritualist. But then, a light pierced the darkness. Bright, blinding, purer than the Lagos sun at noon. It burned her eyes, but it was not painful. It was comforting. Immediately the cold hands left her and they were replaced by warmth, strong and tender ones. She felt her body being lifted. The shadows screamed and scattered as if someone had shouted at them with a voice they feared. Vanessa closed her eyes, her body trembling, her soul sensing a peace she had never known. The next thing she knew, she was gently placed on a hard surface. She opened her eyes. And she was laying in front of a church. The doors were closed, but someone quietly knocked. Not loudly. Not violently. Just a gentle, urgent knock. Then they were gone. The pastor and some church members opened the door and rushed to her. They brought her water, wrapped her in blankets, and listened as she tried to explain everything: the forest, the uncle, the ritual, the shadows. Tears streamed down her face.
You're safe now. God has saved you. You don't have to chase fame and luxury at the cost of your soul.
The pastor said, holding her hand. Vanessa nodded, her mind finally clearing. She thought of her old friend, Deborah Brown, Instagram, lashes, and fancy clothes, but none of that mattered anymore. What mattered was life, salvation, and the protection of the one who had saved her from the forest of darkness. From that day, Vanessa made a choice. She would live for Jesus, not chase likes, followers, and definitely not uncles. She traded Slay Queen dreams for the real power, grace, faith, and purpose. And sometimes, when she saw young girls posting selfies, dreaming of fast money and fast fame, Vanessa would smile quietly and pray.
May God protect you. May you not learn the hard way like I did.
Her lashes were still long, her nails still sharp, but now, her heart was sharper. She slayed, but she slayed for God, not for sin.